Let's dive deep into the world of being a one-person construction subcontractor, or perhaps running your own construction business as a one-man show. But let's focus on the importance of insurance and in protecting yourself and your business, because we all know construction business definitely needs some protection as it can be risky. So, if you're considering being a one-person construction business or subcontractor, which means you're going to work for other people, kind of like a freelance situation, but you, as a subcontractor, are going to wear many hats. I mean, you're the boss, you're the worker, you're the accountant, you're the marketer, and everything in between. I would say most important is getting the job and then billing for the job. But it can be a rewarding experience. It also comes with many challenges, especially when it comes to managing risk and liabilities. Now, if you have experience in construction, then you're going to be knowing what kind of risk you will be taking. But if you're brand new and just kind of searching YouTube for ideas on how to start a construction business by yourself, then I just really want you to focus on this insurance, because it's so crucial. It's a crucial aspect of protecting your business as a subcontractor in any kind of business, but I'm talking about construction today. Because while traditional insurance policies can provide coverage for certain risks, self-insuring can give you more control over financial security. So you can either buy an insurance policy or self-insure. There are two different options, but you're definitely going to want to have some sort of plan when you go into this business. So when you self-insure, you're going to be setting aside funds that cover potential claims or losses. And you can tailor your coverage to meet your specific needs and find something that fits your budget. And to self-insure could be a whole nother video of the details on that, but you definitely want to find insurance that's going to fit in your budget. Otherwise, you won't be in business long. Believe me. When it comes to insurance for subcontractors, there are several coverages to consider. And the only reason I did a flex with my t-shirt is because I actually do work for a construction company. My fiance and I work for him, but now we're becoming partners, and I've always taken care of the office work for him. Well, not always, but anyway, back into it. I do have some experience, which is why I'm making this video. So there's a general insurance policy. This is coverage that protects you against claims of bodily injury, property damage, or personal injury that occur as a result of your work. So it can be damage on the job site that you're working on your own site, when you're working on something at home or in your own area, to people that are working with you, or to yourself. The second thing you need to be aware of is workers' compensation insurance. If you are going to have any employees, which isn't the focus of the video today, but this coverage is essential to provide benefits for medical expenses and lost wages in the event of a work-related injury or illness. Now, we don't have to worry too much about that, because I know you're looking for what it takes to start your own subcontracting construction business. But you are going to need some professional liability insurance. And this is also known as errors and omissions insurance. This coverage protects you against claims of negligence or mistakes in your work. So if you really mess up a job, you're going to want this kind of insurance. But my advice is, do your research and know what you're doing before you do anything permanent to someone else's property. Now, the fourth thing I want to hit on is equipment insurance. Now, if you own your own equipment, or you lease your own equipment, or you have a loan out for your equipment for your construction business, this coverage can protect your investment in case of theft, case of damage, natural disasters, that type of damage, or if something breaks down severely, which lets you, prohibits you from making income for a period of time. So the fifth thing I want to talk about here is business interruption insurance. This coverage can help replace lost income, and it can cover your expenses if your business is unable to operate due to the covered loss, such as, like I mentioned, a natural disaster or fire, God forbid, knock on wood. But these are all insurance things you have to consider, especially in the field of construction. Now, I really do want to get more involved in educated on self-insuring, because that's not talked about enough in our society. It's always like, go buy this from them. But self-insuring, it can be a complementary to the traditional insurance policy, so you can do both. But you're providing additional financial protection and peace of mind when you self-insure. So when you self-insure, you're going to set aside funds in a dedicated savings account, or in some type of investment vehicle. You can cover deductibles, you can cover out-of-pocket expenses, and of course, we're always looking to insure so we can cover the unexpected losses. And sometimes, even after all that insurance talk, some things are still not covered by insurance, which is another benefit of possibly being self-insured, because you would already have money set aside. So in addition to insurance, it's important to have a solid risk management plan in place as a subcontractor. So this risk management plan, it's going to include conducting thorough background checks on other subcontractors that you're working with, and or who you're purchasing your supplies from. It's going to be focused on implementing safety protocols on the job sites. You're going to be extra safe when you're self-insured. That's my tip for you today. And maintaining accurate records of your contracts is a must. Maintaining accurate records of your permits is a must. And always keeping copies of updated insurance policies in case any of your clients or customers ask for them. You don't want to appear unprofessional. Ultimately, being a one-person construction subcontractor requires a mix of hard work, it requires dedication, and probably most important, you're going to need to do some strategic planning. By educating yourself on insurance options, you are going to lower your risk, and you're going to be able to actually have risk management strategies in place when you do your research. And of course, you do all of this so you can financially plan and protect your business and set yourself up for long-term success. If you like this type of content, I would really appreciate you giving a thumbs up and subscribing and leaving a comment of what you like or maybe don't like, or questions at this point. But it really does help this channel, and it really helps me to know what kind of content you want me to talk about. Here on this channel at Econ Ease, this is where the business world meets everyday hustle. So all the little things that go into being your own business, that's what this channel talks about. And today we're focusing on the construction industry, and specifically if you're going to be a one-man show. So I just hope that you remember, if you're looking to do a construction business by yourself, just be proactive and look into what is the best insurance you can possibly obtain and afford, and look into your risk management strategies. Spend time doing this, and then hands down, it's going to save you a ton of headaches in the future, and you're not going to have to do this again. So it's one of those things, like if you take care of it now, then it's off your checklist, and you can just focus on getting the work done and the quality that you want to get it done. So like any operation, you're going to be juggling multiple responsibilities when you're by yourself. And that's why it's important for you to invest in the right insurance coverage and pick out the right risk management practices. These can provide you with, which most valuable to most of us, is a peace of mind. That way you are truly able to focus on what you're doing best. And especially if you consider yourself sort of a handyman or craftsman, you can focus all your energy on that instead of worrying about paperwork that your clients are asking for or insurance companies. And when you're focused, you're just going to be a lot safer anyway. So as you shop around for insurance as a subcontractor, be sure that you compare quotes from multiple providers, because everyone's looking to give you a good deal up front, but look at what their policy does 6 months later, 1 year later, 2 years later, okay? Because that's how you're going to ensure that you're getting the best coverage at a competitive price. Do not fall for those buy right now, okay? If they're rushing you into an insurance policy, you're going to need insurance policy on the insurance policy. Just kidding. But you can work with an insurance broker. These people specialize in construction insurance to help you navigate the complexities of different policy options and requirements. But really, if you just read over a few contracts or agreements like samples, then that's, in my opinion, the best way to learn what the terminology means. And then research out the words that you're not sure what that means, if it covers or not. So additionally, you just need to stay informed of changes in any kind of You need to stay informed of changes in your industry, things that are going to impact your insurance needs. As your business grows and evolves, your insurance coverage should be regularly reviewed and updated. So for me and my fiance, that means pretty much every 6 months is when we're updating, but we also have employees at this time, so we're always reevaluating payroll. But this is how we stay, protected at all times. And it is a lot of office work, to be honest. I'd rather be out in the field or doing other things than dealing with insurance. But one-person construction subcontractor, such as yourself here today, coming upon this video, this comes with its own set of challenges, but you can do it. And I am here to support you. And like I said, if you have further questions or want me to make a video on something more specific, I am happy to answer. Any way I can help, given my experience in the construction industry and specifically in the office work of the construction industry. Now, there's so many different construction fields that you can go into, and I really would recommend finding something in a niche market, so that way you can focus on that type of work. Otherwise, you're going to be needing lots of different insurances because they're never going to know what you're doing. But if you do kind of certain one type of work, whether it's residential or commercial or just houses or just foundations or remodels, this is, first of all, you're going to be able to scale that business a lot faster when you have a focus. But insurance is going to be a lot easier to find, because when you tell the insurance people what you're doing, they're going to be able to insure you exactly for your line of work. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are on a journey to become your own boss and run your own business. I really do think that the system here in the United States is set up for people to run their own businesses. There's just so many tax benefits, and of course, purchasing an insurance policy or even self-insuring yourself, all of that is tax deductible. So I kind of made a joke that, if we don't have any claims, if we get lucky and finish out our construction career without any huge things happening, then when we self-insure, we're going to have a big pile of money at the end. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to Econ Ease and leave me a comment on what you thought. And good luck getting out there, figuring out what it is that you want to do.